10 years ago this week, Facebook added a new option to report a post as a false news story. They framed this update as a way to show fewer hoaxes, and they said people should flag scams and false news. They said they would not actually remove these posts people report as false. They would not review them to determine if they were true or false, but they would reduce the reach of these posts. There was a certain naivete about this announcement because it relies on people, first of all, to identify a post as a hoax or false news. And then it relies on people reporting that en masse. And it assumes that people would not report real news, real posts as false as a way to try and reduce their distribution. Has this solved the false news problem? Of course, absolutely not. In 2016, they were once again announcing they were making it easier to report false news. They changed the flagging settings just a little bit. And at this point, they started working with third-party fact-checking. If there were a lot of flags, some of these posts would go to the third-party fact-checkers. And if they determined a story was fake, it would get flagged as disputed, and there would be a link to a corresponding article explaining why. Of course, people who intentionally share false news are not happy when their posts are flagged and get a label and maybe don't appear as high in the news feed. Here we are in 2025. 10 years later, what is the status? They're getting rid of the fact checkers. They are shifting to a system where there are community notes. The notes only appear publicly if there's a consensus that it should be added. I'm expecting full on 10 years in the future that this will still be a problem.